Okay, Homestay Lv2.3 action. Good afternoon, Mr. Richards.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jamie.
How are you today?
I'm very well. I don't know your surname.
It's Wright.
I see.
Yes, there you go. Now you know.
Thank you.
So, today we're talking about homestays. Would you like to ask me a few questions about my exciting homestay adventures?
If I may, have you ever done a homestay?
Well, not exactly, but I did spend almost a year with my wife's family when I first came to Japan, and we lived together in Yamaguchi.
Oh, that sounds like close to a homestay.
I suppose, yes, in essence.
So what were some of the good and bad points?
Well, the good points there were many. I got like a first-hand experience of like life with a very Japanese family, none of whom speak any English, and most of whom have never traveled overseas or only been once. So yeah, I got some deep immersion there. Yes. And a crash course in Japanese. Bad points were none. There were no real bad points apart from I wasn't very independent. I kind of let them do everything for me for the first, well, I mean, for almost the whole time I was there, because I really couldn't do very much myself.
Oh, and you said it was your wife's family?
Yeah.
So that was the first time you met her?
It was the first time that I'd met their family, yes.
I see.
Yeah.
And what were they like?
They're very nice. They're very nice. They don't know very much about anything outside of this country, so it was, surprising that they just let me come and stay in their house for so long. So they're friendly, pretty friendly and generous. At the time, I wasn't really sure what they were like because I didn't actually know what they were saying, most of the time. But they just seemed really nice.
Yes, maybe a good thing.
Almost certainly.
Nice. Well, what about you? Would you like to open up your house as a homestay?
In a word, nope. I am actually a pretty open-minded person. And to be honest, it might be good for the kids to meet some people from overseas. But I just think I value my own personal space a little bit too much.
Yeah, me too.
How about you?
Yeah, I agree. And also, the cats barely like me and Eri, so I don't think I'd want to welcome more strangers in.
You got some unfriendly cats, have you?
Yes, we do. Particularly.
Yeah. They're the best kind, I think. Actually. I kind of like an unfriendly cat.
Me too.
Thank you very much, Liam. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we're going to move on to part two. And part two, well, it's a bit of a role play. Liam's new name has become Shigenobu. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Jamie.
Hello, nice to meet you too. I'm Shigenobu.
Shigenobu, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Whereabouts in Japan are you from, Shigenobu?
I am from the west of Japan, or southwest, in a city called Fukuoka.
Fukuoka, yeah, the name rings a bell, but I'm not particularly familiar with it. What's it like?
It's a pretty small city, but it's very popular with the people who live there.
I see. And what is your city famous for, if anything?
I think it's mostly famous for food, like ramen and mentaiko, of which I have a gift for you. I brought it for you and your family. It's mentaiko. It's a spicy cod roll.
Spicy cod roll. That sounds delicious.
I can't wait to give
it a go. Yeah. Thank you very, very much. How generous of you.
Excuse me, Jamie. Would you mind if I use the kitchen? I'd like to make some lunch.
No, not at all, Shigenobu. Please be my guest. You know, there's no real reason to ask. Just use it whenever you like.
Thank you. And would it be possible to use the washing machine too? I need to wash my clothes.
Yep, that's fine. If your clothes need washing, could you do it a little bit later, please? Because I think it's being used just now.
Sure, no problem. And one more thing, if I may.
Yep.
Is there a Citibank near here?
Citibank, yes, there is. There's one just around the corner. If you go past the big supermarket called Tesco, turn left there, go past the Starbucks, and you should see Citibank on the right.
Okay, thank you.
Good. Okay, there you go. Good job.